So first, I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you to Isa for inviting us, and thank you to everyone for the information you shared over the last 3 days. It was very interesting. Now, as mentioned, I am from the European Association of Remote Sensing Companies. So EARSC, in short. EARSC, what do we do? So we represent the European companies engaged in delivering Earth observation geoinformation services. This probably doesn't mean a lot to some of you, but I'll come back on who are our companies in a moment. So we are a network. We have more than 140 members from 27 different countries in Europe, not European Union, but Europe. So we also have UK members, for example. We represent the whole value chain. So we have data providers down to those who are actually putting together the products and data products and services. And we also have very large members down to one-man company and SMEs. Most of our members are SMEs. Our activities are divided into 4 main pillars. The first one, obviously, representing the members, which is the link with institutional bodies and, for example, policy work. Market development and internationalization, which I am in charge of, and then showing the value of Earth observation, and finally the tools for promoting the industry. In the context of this workshop, it would be market development and showing the value of Earth observation, which are the most relevant. So I want to focus on 2 of our activities, eShape and another one that I will come to in a minute. eShape is a Horizon Europe, well, it finished last year, but it was a Horizon 2020, funded program, which aimed to build cross-sectorial partnerships. So we tried to put together companies working in Earth observation with user communities, either already engaged in Earth observation or from other sectors. So this is kind of what we're trying to do here. And to do this, we had user uptake workshops where we put together this co-design methodology. So we were connecting ecosystems of data and usages. So for example, an Earth observation company with an institution that needed data on health, for example, or others. And we also, in these user uptake workshops, we determined that there was 3 different levels of user uptake. So first is general awareness of what Earth observation can do. Second is to get a first use of that data or those products. And finally is to have the user become a regular user of the data or products. So this is what we were doing under eShape. This project is now finished. And what we do, which is more relevant for what we are doing today, is the so-called ESA best practices. Now, we're not the main contractor on this one, but we provide support to ESA and the other consortiums involved in this activity. And this is basically what we're doing now. So the idea of the ESA best practices is to collect the needs, challenges, and then geoinformation requirements of a specific sector. So whether that be health, like we're doing today, or we had in the past oil and gas industry, agro-insurance, raw materials, Baltic and Arctic shipping, in financial services. So there's a variety of different sectors that these projects are involved in. And then once we have the needs and challenges, the idea is to link these to the Earth observation capabilities and also conduct a gap analysis of what we need now that is missing and what we might need in the future. Now, we at EARSC, we don't participate in the analysis per se, but what we do is we provide support to showcase and visualize the results from this analysis. And we do that through EOWiki. Now, I'll show you in the next slide what EOWiki is, but we also provide the EARSC taxonomy. So we help organize all the different results according to our taxonomy. And our taxonomy, as someone was mentioning yesterday, is the idea of having a common language to refer to both user communities and different thematic sections within what the products are being produced. So, for example, we have the market side and then the provider side. And we use this taxonomy to showcase and analyze the results from these different best practices. Then what we did is we also send, before it's published, all this information to our members in order to get the industry buy-in, let's say, to make sure everyone is aligned and it makes sense to the industry and they agree with what's being produced, agree. And then finally, we have dissemination. So we support by disseminating it to our members across our social media channel, etc. So really, the point of these best practices is what we're doing now, is to link the different communities, understand the state of play, then raise awareness of what Earth observation can do, and understand future R&D needs or missing information. So this is the way it's visualized on the EO Wiki. So the EO Wiki, I unfortunately did not include a link, but I might update the slide. But if you go into Google and you put EO Wiki EARSC, you'll find this. So this is the example for the agro insurance best practices. So you have the overall challenge, which in this case is agro insurance, which is divided then into 4 or 5 main challenges. And in each of this challenge, it's then subdivided into more challenges. And for those challenges, you can find out which Earth observation products would be relevant to address that challenge. So for example, here we have vegetation growth monitoring. But you have that for each of the, for example, index insurance platform crop for health products, but you have that for all these different challenges. And you can visualize either according to the challenge or to the product. And this is done for all of the best practices, and I imagine will be done similarly for the health sector. So this is a very interesting tool. Somebody was mentioning, do we not have a catalog of what observation products can do according to a specific need? Well, this is the point of the ESA best practices, and you can visualize it for all these different sectors. So this is what we were doing at 2 activities that we do at EARSC that is relevant for this audience. But what my key message and takeaway, I guess, here would be is that currently we have 2 bubbles. We have the Earth observation bubble, of which I am part, and then we have the health bubble. And the Earth observation, we know what type of products and services we have. We know the data we can offer. And the health knows what data and information they need. So what's missing is this link between the 2. And that's the point of this workshop. But specifically, if we think about the focus of this specific session, which is capacity building, we need to understand what we need to do so that exchange happens more, and to an extent that everybody here can know what the other is doing, right? Because we were talking about, oh, maybe we should teach the Earth observations more about health, or health about Earth observation. But in my opinion, it's not so much that we need one to become the expert of the other, but we really need that dialogue to happen on a more regular and fundamental basis. So, okay, thank you. I'm almost finished. So that's the point of this, right? What is it? Do we need more awareness? Do we need capacity building per se, like trainings, etc.? And I hope that that's what we will identify from this session and going forward. And then maybe to come back to what EARSC can do and what our role is in all of this, because you might be slightly confused as to why we're here, is that we really provide this link between decision makers, industry, and users. So first of all, we are a key access point to our members, who are the entities that will provide these products and services that some of you were mentioning you're looking for. We mentioned crop monitoring, we mentioned water, we mentioned temperature. A lot of our members provide those services, and they don't provide the raw data, but they provide an application or an added value service, it's called in our lingo. So that's what I really want you to emphasize. If you're looking for something, you don't know where to start, please contact us, and we can redirect you to some of our members, right? And they as I said, they work in lots of different areas. So I'm not sure that we have a member that specifically works on health. And if not, if any of you here are an Earth observation company and want to join us, please contact us also. But we have the thematic subject that you were all mentioning. And then, as I mentioned before, we are a facilitator. We're partners of ESA, for example. We also work with NEREUS, we work with ECMWF, we work with the European Commission, all these bodies, just to make sure that the links are happening where they need to happen. And we link across different user communities. So that would be my key message for you, is that please see us as an entity you can use to support this process. And we look forward to supporting you. And yeah, please contact us if you want to know more about the Earth observation industry, our members, or you need help in linking different institutions, user communities, etc. So that's it. Thank you.